You said you want to be an all-star, right? Now it's time to back it up. This is the first game we circled everyone's going to be watching tonight.
No doubt, Coach. I'm ready.
Okay? Just don't start playing hero ball. Make the right plays, keep the ball moving. This is still about the team. It's still about winning.
You know I'll let the game come to me. I promise I won't do anything to get us off our rhythm.
You're saying the right thing. Just make sure you do the right thing.
I hear you, Coach. Believe me, I hear you.
He about to tear the roof off.
We want your time of your match to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the next along with your issues and supervision to 55555. The operations team will respond immediately. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game.
There are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get yours today.
Hope you'll join us for our Nets Fan Appreciation Giveaway. Next up, magnetic schedule.
Up next, the Nets taking on the Celtics. For the Brooklyn Nets, so far this season has been all roses with 2 straight wins. Can they extend the streak? Celtics, Nets, coming up next. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup. But how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Holiday, and there's Porzingis, and it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Nets, Jay out there with Bridges. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Ramsey in at the point guard position. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Will MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference. And he's let everyone know about it, too. He wants in that game badly.
All-star games in this league are special, and you can't fault MP for wanting to pursue being the unanimous best player in his conference. The story to watch here, I think, is how this changes the defensive approach against him. We might be seeing some elevated intensity with MP on the court. I'm excited to see how he fights to win in those matchups.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks very much. MP is part of the key matchup tonight. All eyes will be on the battle in the front court. This is an all-star caliber showdown, and MP will have his hands full. He told me pregame that he welcomes the pressure and that he loves to go up against the best. Kevin?
David, you said it. This is an all-star caliber showdown. Now, here's Tatum. Last game he had 28 points. And there's the drive and the dunk by Tatum.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum, sending a message.
Pass pass to Caldwell. Three-pointer. Rebound, Boston. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and we saw them really play a determined game when it came to chasing down rebounds, getting those good second chance looks. Really loved their aggressiveness.
A consistent three-point shooter you can count on Holiday.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And here is Brown after the three-pointer from Caldwell. Tatum, no good. Caldwell passes to Thomas. A slam. Dunk by Thomas.
Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Tatum. Shot from 6. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Amzie passes to Caldwell. A miss that time would have put him up. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's the 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. And safe to say, MP wasted no time establishing himself as a player to watch in his career. You know, Greg, his name can already be thrown around as one of the greatest to ever play.
And it's strange to see that happen so fast for a player like MP. The accomplishments and accolades he's achieved, MP is on a clear path towards greatness.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Nets making a change here. Downey's checked in. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Well, you look at Jay, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Amzie passes to Caldwell. Shoots from the baseline. And Shireman pulls it down.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Holiday, a screen on Thomas. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Brown outside. A rebound by Caldwell.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Thomas goes in.
Sudden on the drive. Thomas just takes off.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Memphis was dominant. He had an impressive number of points. And all game long, he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Lowry's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Jay. He hits both from the stripe.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is...
The Celtics making a switch here. Bojamp's checked in. Look Knight out there with White. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then there's Jay. And it's Clowney in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brown the pass to Tatum. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Count the basket. Tatum's got 9 points.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
White against Brown. Bouknight passes to Caldwell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Walsh. Now Tatum. Here's Beauchamp for 3. Clowney pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the basket by Caldwell.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Walsh after the made shot from Caldwell. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Caldwell. And he banks in the layup. He's got 15.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Tatum. Tatum cleared for takeoff and landing.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chance passing by.
And that one is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Caldwell. Pulls up on the wing. Bouknight with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 15. White the pass to Caldwell. Misses the 3. Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The kick out to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Tatum, an assassin. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your hype squad. Because of DJ! I told you to get a t-shirt.
was dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Brown. Tatum with it. Back to Brown. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's Caldwell. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Whoa! Tatum stretching his range.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA, but also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And it falls over the rim and in. And now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Caldwell hits the 3-point bomb. Caldwell's got 22.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And here's Tatum for 3. A rebound by the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Ramsey. Here's Thomas. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Thomas got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, Cam Thomas is a very comfortable mid-range shooter.
Brown with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good from Brown. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Now you were so good. Nice job. Give it up for our contestants.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league.
Losing Brunson, they're missing a great distributor, a leader on this team. His value goes beyond what you see at the box score.
Yeah, he's the heart and soul. I mean, at least part of it. Big, big blow.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Brooklyn Nets.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Holiday. And it's Shireman in at the 2. Now here's Porzingis. He has yet to score. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Screen by Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Porzingis. The Nets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And that one falls for Claxton. He's off on the second. Celtics trail by 15 and stolen by Thomas. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ramsey's got his second bucket of the night.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brown outside. Pass to Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Right side Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Now Brown. Shoots over Bridges. Boston again missing.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Caldwell can't hit. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Claxton with the steal. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Nets for 2.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Down low. And the dunk by Tatum.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Here's Caldwell. And oh, he rips it. Jams it right over Porzingis. Wow.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Brown the pass to Holiday. And here's Porzingis. Pass to Shireman. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Tatum for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Here's Ramsey. Second chance shot. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Ramsey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Tatum. 27 points for him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
To the middle. It's good. And that's 31 points for Jay.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Tatum passes to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. From deep. Kept alive.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Caldwell can't hit.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Thomas, no good. Celtics trail by 21. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Caldwell. And the Nets miss again. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Boston's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Right on the bucket.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
While we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Well, you look at Jay, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 33 points for Jay.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart.
Timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Give yourselves a round of applause. There's nobody else is.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Thomas is out there with Jay. Then it's Johnson, and it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tatum deciding where to go with it, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Caldwell. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. And the Celtics another 3.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Back to Thomas. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
First free throw is good. We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
Porzingis with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. And Holiday has it in the corner from the arc. A rebound by Caldwell. Caldwell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Personal foul. Team's 5th foul.
First one falls. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And both free throws good for Thomas. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Lowry to the left side wing. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Caldwell. Offline with his 3.
not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here's Tatum for three. A rebound by Caldwell. The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And ever when important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the Nets with possession. Inside. Nets passing it around. Lowry setting the pick for Thomas. Over Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
To the paint. Here's Caldwell. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP. Another day, another win. Good work. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a double.
upcoming home game, and please visit us online or ticket booth for available tickets.
Our next home game is Fall Finger Night. Arrive early. The first 15,000 fans in attendance get a red visit Fall Finger. Don't miss out. And remember, Wizards fans.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Nuggets, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, they've got Miles Bridges. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Ramsey in at the point. And for Washington, Sarr and Valanciunas are the inside pair. Josh Giddey out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Moody in at the 3. And we've gotten a taste of what these teams look like, Brent. But it's only been a few games.
Well, they're going to make some adjustments along the way, BA, and we'll see how these younger players start to develop throughout the course of the season. The process for each of these teams, it's officially begun.
And the tip goes to the Nets. Here's Ramsey, three-pointer. And it's Poole with a rebound. Pass to Sarr. Giddey with it. Here's an 8-footer. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And Josh Giddey just does a great job of reading the floor.
Here's Caldwell. Moody defends. Caldwell, good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Wizards. Pass to Sarr. Now here's Moody.
Nets foul. Caldwell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Poole outside. 5 on the clock. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Three-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Poole. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. They set the screen. Up top, Moody. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. Moody's got 5 points.